What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday. Gonna do something a little bit different today. I tried removing some of the generic news that most of you may have seen, and I did find quite a bit of deep tie-ins with Ripple in this, and I do believe some of them may be newer, especially this first one. As a disclaimer, if you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate. Now, this first one here is government greenlights blockchain amid digital drive, rolls out FPT solution in Vietnam. Now, this is AKA chain, okay? You read down through here, AKA chain to help accelerate digital adoption across public and private sectors. Now, the Vietnam government has launched an enterprise blockchain platform developed by FPT software, forming part of a national program for digital transformation. Wait a second here, because this FPT software you're about to see is part of a globalization initiative through SBI R3 Japan, and I will show you that document in a second. Under the banner of AKA Chain, the offering was handpicked by the government to help accelerate digital adoption across both public and private sectors. The move aligns with plans for Vietnam to become a top 50 country in terms of technology development and a top 35 national for global innovation by 2030. Talks about COVID-19, talks about FPT software's AKA chain. Now, if you're not aware, FPT software is a subsidiary of FPT Corporation. Just to show you that the document I'm about to show you is real, because the web link that you're going to see that I'm going to show you is not FPT tax software. The web link that I'm going to show you is fpt.com.vn for Vietnam. So, all right, let's get into it. Here's the document, okay? This is highlights. This is a financial performance review that FPT Corporation, the parent company, puts out. And a lot of it is in, obviously, Vietnamese. But if you dig down deep enough here we go. First 10 months of 2017, blah, blah, blah. Summary of notable events. They're telling you what's happening. Globalization. FPT software joins Beyond Blockchain Technical Program. So I got to look more into this Beyond Blockchain Technical Program, because it looks like FPT Japan officially joined the Beyond Blockchain Technical Program by SBI Holdings and SBI Ripple Asia. It's subsidiary specializing in new generation payments platform in Asia. So they're telling you right there that this whole thing is about globalization, right in their financial review. Now we have the official monetary and financial institutions forum. They held a panel today on central bank digital currencies and blockchain, exploring new technology solutions. The panel members in this, there was a gentleman from the Bank of England, gentleman from the Swiss National Bank, a lady from Magyar Nemzeti Bank, Sky Guo, who is of Cypherium, I guess that's a fintech digital asset company, and IT chapter lead of ING Group. I'm not going to go into this. I'm not going to make you guys watch this. About 50 minutes in, they start talking about interoperability. I did want to touch base on that. And Simon is the gentleman from Bank of England. We do know the Bank of England is tied into the Interledger protocol and also trialed Ripplenet. So, but this Sky Guo guy right here in the middle, he talks about central bank digital currencies not being able to interoperate. So what do we think happens with that? Do we think that there's going to be a bridge asset? But I'm going to touch base on the gentleman from ING Bank. Many of you may not be aware of this. Maybe some of you have been, but I've found a lot of information about ING being a Ripple customer, okay? And this was a Coil post. I'll also go over Intellect Design Arena here, their contextual banking product, which was called IntelliChain, and there's a short video too that shows direct Ripplenet integration. Now, this is Intelligent Audit and Dutch banking group ING, okay? Now, let's take a look at IntelliChain first, being that this has not been dived into yet. Now, this goes into it. Blockchain software IntelliChain launched, which has been enabled with the Ripple. First transaction executed between CIBC and NAB. Now, CIBC is a Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. NAP, I have to figure out who that is. I think I incorrectly put National Australian Bank in here. But regardless, we know that IntelliChain is powered by Ripple, or enabled with Ripple, sorry. Okay, now, Intelligent Audit and their blockchain solution is also called IntelliChain, which was just interesting. We get down into the juicy bit here, and this is ING Group, okay? Now, this was their product manager at ING, told delegates about the bank's new app, which is called IntelliChain, currently under development. So I'm curious if that is the same IntelliChain that we know is enabled with Ripple. And you will see it again here in 1 second on the next slide. Interestingly enough, Intellect Design Arena's Intellect Global Transaction Banking, this is what this lowercase I, capital GTB stands for, and R3 partner for next-gen blockchain-enabled financial technology platform solutions. This is an Intellect Design Arena presentation here, okay? And I hope you guys can see this. I hope it's not too blurry, but we can see here recommended payment options. I'm just going to play this for a couple of seconds for you all. And it goes down the different payment options, okay? We can see wire transfer here, credit card. We can see ACH. Now we start going down the list here. Fed Global ACH, wire transfer, and IntelliChain, powered by Ripple. We can see IntelliChain is recommended as the fastest and the cheapest right on here. And this is IGTB through Intellect Design Arena's Intelligent Global Transaction Banking. Crazy. And this was like 2 years ago. So I'm curious where all of this is in development now. If you're not aware, Intellect Design Arena Limited is a global leader in financial technology for banking. And they do have quite a few banking companies that utilize their software. Insurance and other financial services with a rich suite of products, an authority on vertical and integrated products that enable institutions to meet their ambition to be the principal service provider to their customers. They actually hold a technology forum once a year, and all of the bigwigs go to that. We can see here IGTB is a big deal. This is Intellect. Lots of Ripple partners. They won an award for their Ripple-enabled solution, Ripple-backed payment solution, 2 product innovation awards. And if you go down the list here, I mean, they're tied into Swift. They're tied into IBM Public Cloud. They're tied into Santander. They extended partnerships with Intellect Design for a new payments hub implementation. We know Santander is a legacy Ripple partner. New core to settler slides. And they talk about Intellect EU. Now we've got Mongolia selects Intellect Central Banking Solution. I haven't been able to find, and maybe you guys can find this, but here's from Intellect's actual website. Ripple enabled for cross-border transactions using distributed ledger technology. I can't find if Intellect EU and Intellect Design Arena are different companies. I've looked a couple of times. Maybe you guys can find that. Now we've got another tie-in with Ripple here, okay? Global FinTech, this is today, provider FSS launches Embark to digitally strengthen MENA MSMEs. And most of this information is recent, just tying it back to some of the information that we've seen in the past. Now, this is in Dubai. FSS Technologies, a global leader in payment technology and a payment processing company, today launched Embark, an acquiring platform as a service offering for acquiring banks and payment aggregators. Now, this is focusing on digital inclusion of micro, small, and medium enterprises with reliable, cost-efficient payment acceptance tools to expand addressable market, engage with customers in new ways, and thrive in today's economy. We can see here FSS demonstrated mobile pay. This was deleted from their website, by the way. It's mobile banking application enabling banks to offer instant on-the-go transfers over the Ripple network. Banks using the Ripple network would benefit from consolidation of Nostro accounts and significantly lower settlement risks associated with cross-border international transactions. Here we go again with FSS, and they're obviously tied in with Montran. They're tied in with Swift. FSS partners with Montran to provide wholesale payment solutions for banks. Montran is obviously certified through Swift for payments. And we've got FSS again. As a Ripple partner, a team from FSS attended the Ripple Deep Dive in Mumbai. Now, this is just real quick here. Congress introduces 35 digital currency blockchain bills. I do believe at the bottom of here, and this is from a gold and silver exchange website. I'm curious how valid that actually is. But it says a soon-to-be-released report on all the bills along with a rundown will provide context for the crypto and blockchain industry as to what the issues in Congress have been involved with in 2019-2020, as well as a forecast of what we can expect in the 117th Congress when it comes to crypto, blockchain, stablecoins, and digital dollars. So I'm very curious to see if Congress actually releases this report with all of the these patents or whatever that they've or bills that they're proposing. All right, again, we've got a tie-in with R3 here. This is the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK approves digital assets exchange RCAX. Now, what's interesting though, this is from 2019, I believe. London-based Institutional Digital Securities Exchange RCAX said it has partnered with software firm R3. RCAX will use R3 Corda's enterprise platform to handle post-trade activities on a distributed ledger. So the FCA approves this digital assets exchange. We know that R3 is tied in for post-trade activities. Extremely interesting. Now there was an interview with who was this? Emi Yoshikawa. This was, I believe, just today or yesterday, and talking about, again, like we talked about earlier in CBDCs, that XRP isn't competing with CBDCs. It's going to be considered as an basically a tool for CBDCs to be utilized as a bridge asset in international settlement. Now, she just has a quick quote here. There are various types of crypto assets, but I think that the role of XRP as a bridge asset in international settlement, and it is not competing with stablecoins or CBDC, but on the contrary, it is complementary. We believe that various stablecoins and CBDCs will create a synergy by responding to the liquidity problem by bridging independent crypto assets. XRP. Bank for International Settlements today put out a document leveraging technology to support supervision, challenges, and collaborative solutions. Now, this is about supervision tech and regulatory tech, soup tech or reg tech. But we all know that a lot of this ties directly into blockchain and what's going to be utilized here. Nothing directly about Ripple or anything, just more rhetoric, but still interesting enough to present because reg tech and soup tech are definitely tied into the ecosystem that we all see coming about in the world. All right, two last things here. Interesting. Top banks, investors seek standard for financed emissions. This is about these this low carbon initiative. We can see Bank of America's slide right here. There is a website, I believe it's an actual partnership among many of these banks. Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials, enabling financial institutions to assess and disclose greenhouse gas emissions of loans and investments. Not going to say anything about proof of work or anything that's completely negative, but, we all know that there needs to be updates to proof of work algorithms that allow them to be more carbon friendly. So we all know what assets are carbon friendly as well. Now, last thing here, I saw this today. The Federal Reserve put out a meeting minutes today, expecting that the coronavirus will weigh heavily on the economy. And this was a meeting minutes from a meeting that was back in July, I believe. We're going to see more rhetoric across the board, everybody. We all know what's coming. These partnerships, it's very hard to find in the finance industry things that don't tie into Ripplenet and things that couldn't potentially be XRP use cases in the future. So, we're all speculators in this environment, you know what I mean? And I'm a speculator as well. I try to find documents that provide a little bit of confirmation bias to myself, but I still recommend strongly that you guys go out, with whatever digital assets you're invested in. And I don't recommend going all in into one. Whatever digital assets you're invested in, doing some research, seeing if you can find some tie-ins, some partnerships, some utility underneath all the BS that the mainstream media puts out. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. And if there is news tomorrow, as always, I will present it. Thank you. Later.